Hello, Just Too Good here, and the LEGO City Summer 2023 sets have been officially revealed. I waited on this because I want to take a look at the interiors of these sets, and we just got pictures of the interiors from this site as well as a previously unrevealed Arctic set. Now, it's not clear if these sets released June or August for the United States in particular, but I kind of wanted to make a point with this video and also cover the LEGO Friends sets for Summer 2023 because I think LEGO Friends at this point is just better than LEGO City. I mean, look at this LEGO Friends set. This is an $80 set with 1,000 pieces. It's more beautiful than anything in this new LEGO City wave. I'm getting tired of a lot of the higher priced LEGO City sets having this modular style, which seems like a boxy regulation with very weak interiors and very odd color schemes. And it's not like that alone will hold back a set altogether. There's a LEGO Friends set with those same complaints, but what it does with the interior and exterior builds makes it so much better than a lot of the buildings that you'll see in this video. The more I build my backlog of direct-to-consumer buildings, the more these LEGO City sets just feel out of place. But the LEGO Friends sets have much more complex builds in their buildings that I could plop them next to a D2C modular or even the lovely Daily Bugle, which I've been building on Twitch, and it won't look out of place. And I know a lot of y'all will complain about the figures of LEGO Friends, but are the figures of LEGO City really that amazing in these sets? The most amazing LEGO City figures are the ones that are in these stunt sets, which already have kind of crappy and the same old build over and over again. This set is $80. That lovely LEGO Friends Botanical Garden is $80, and that Botanical Garden is so much better in every way. But first, for the apartment building, this has 688 pieces, and show me an apartment building that has this strange cubic style in this ugly lime green color scheme in real life. I've seen some with a lime green color scheme, but they have more of a boxy style. This apartment building styling here looks very unrealistic, and I just don't quite understand it. But again, that color scheme with the white and lime green is awful, and the interiors are non-existent with this apartment building. Like, okay, one room has a shelf, one room has one couch and a TV, one has a table. And if you're buying this for an apartment building, the first floor is taken by a convenience store and food stop, which barely have anything in them either. It's such a waste of space for $80, and it just feels so vacant. And like I said, the exterior sucks too. The rooftop is fine, I guess. I mean, you got a nice place to chill and a grill. So vacant in the space that they do have for the interiors and rooftop exterior. And this is $80. What a waste. The 688 piece count really shows. Now compare to the $80 Botanical Garden from Friends for this summer. 1,072 pieces. So even if it doesn't turn out to be $80 like all the indications point to, if this is up to $120, the size of this is completely fine for the price. The exterior is absolutely gorgeous and uncomparable to anything else in the realm of LEGO. But a botanical garden of this level in this glass dome is freaking phenomenal and unique to this LEGO Friends Summer 2023 wave. The interior isn't littered with stuff, but actually has some interesting builds. I mean, look to the right here, where they have the saxophone piece in this green color, spring green specifically. They also use the mohawk piece in orange, and they're used in such clever ways to make different plants. The back of the box even pointing out some plant species found in the set. The new butterfly piece appears in a really awesome color, recolor of the pumpkin. This is so creative, not only in its interior plant life builds, but also with its exterior glass dome build. This is phenomenal. Again, I could pay up to $120 for this and still be satisfied. Compare that to the $80 apartments. In before, well, the mini dolls of Friends suck. Well, I love these new hair pieces introduced this year, and what does that apartment set have? Now, there are some great sets of this new LEGO City wave. I really like this ice cream parlor set. The design of this is something that we haven't seen as a LEGO City set before, just an individual ice cream shop. The color scheme is a little bit weird. I mean, it's not as bad as the last set, but I don't like how many colors it has just for this middle section with the purple, blue, and orange. Regardless, I do like the base of the white and light blue that they have going on. I do have a problem with the interior though, where they just have a lot of the space taken by this plant right here. Like, why was that plant necessary in a ice cream parlor? Like, you just got a live plant there. It just makes things a little bit more, I guess, packed for where the actual customers can buy stuff. I don't know. You do have a table on the outside. For $35, I do think this one is a good value, especially considering that it has 296 pieces, so it's something you expect from like a $30 price way back in the day, but LEGO's been bumping up the prices. As much as I was saying most LEGO City sets don't have interesting figures, this one does with that polar bear design. I think that's the first time we've got an open mouth bear mask, so that's really cool, and I hope to see that in different colors. The overall costume is pretty darn neat as a mascot. But my absolute favorite from this wave is the new family house. This is a $50 set with 462 pieces. The design of this set is something that I really want from LEGO City, where the colors look perfect for what it's trying to capture. It doesn't have that ridiculous lime green and white color scheme. The size is perfect for what it's trying to capture as well, just this $50 house. I have to say, I love the city house from 2010, but I think this one is better. It's not regulated to that modular style where it actually has some nice triangular parts to the roofs. You even have a greenhouse, which is a little bit out of place for like a house for this size really will have a greenhouse, maybe just have an outdoor garden. That's a little bit weird, but whatever. That is a cool build, and how that looks especially. It kind of reminds me of that new one from, what was it, the LEGO Ideas line. The interior is pretty spacious for what it's trying to capture. I like how we have a downstairs kitchen, which is pretty substantial. It almost reminds me of the one from the Simpsons house. You have this other side as well for the car garage. And yes, there's even a bathroom with a sticker on the wall. And then the child's room is upstairs in the attic and some more space to play a video game, which that's a pretty cool sticker. The design of this is way better than that family house from a few years ago from LEGO City, which kind of had the same problems as that apartment building, regulated to this modular design, making a really boxy and almost unrealistic look. Where is the mom's hairpiece from? Because it looks so familiar. I thought it was a LEGO Avatar one, but if it's new, that's a whole other addition to this set. But I don't think it's new. It looks so familiar, so in the comments somebody's gonna be like, well, it's actually from this set, so let me know. And back to complaining about the big sets, this city center set for $200 is another crazy mishmash of boxed random colors. Now, I definitely like this set more than the apartment set, but I still don't love this set. Again, there's just lime green at the top, we got pink at the right, we got that orangish yellow, white and blue, and then at the bottom there's like this brown and tan. It's kind of an eyesore if you ask me. It looks like a bootleg Ninjago City, where at least Ninjago City has a much more, I guess, thought out design in how it uses its colors and how it uses its space. This is nearing the price of the original Ninjago City. All right, that was like $350. This is $200, and it just feels very, very random. We get a hotel, which I love getting hotels from LEGO in general. We don't get too much of that. But looking at the space of each cube, I don't know how much of the hotel they can really capture. It's a bit hard to tell because it feels like LEGO's almost hiding the interior of this hotel. But no, that whole single building is not the hotel itself. You can see that this bottom floor is actually a costume shop, which has an interesting recolor of the Dino headpiece. It also seems like it has that helmet from the new Dino Racer set, which means the hotel itself will be like a slice of one of those little cubic compartments, again regulated to this modular design, and not the full fleshed out hotel that you would hope from, saying, this whole tall building. Again, a random mishmash of things, and it doesn't have the building style or detail of a LEGO Ninjago City to really space these out. To the right, they have a barbershop on the first floor, a pet care center on the second floor, and I almost thought it was going to be a LEGO store on the third floor, but it doesn't seem like they have much of a space for a LEGO store. Instead, we have an observation tower. But again, LEGO doesn't really give much of a good view of the actual interior of this particular section of the building at the back of this box. I do like the little pizza shack at the front of this whole city setup, which stands on its own, so it looks like a more independent building that actually makes sense in reality. The design of which has a nice little buildable pizza at the top. I like the noodle shop, which is a pretty cute little stand. Is that Vito from the old Lego City name sets? I'm not even sure. And then you even have this little fruit veggie transporter, which is kind of adorable. And Lego likes its rooftop parties. Then you have another rooftop party section, kind of like how the apartment had, but this one's more of a dance floor. What's weird is there's a figure shot of the minifigures of this set. You can even see how this set once again includes the Newsies hat, which was previously in that Main Street set from Lego Creator for this summer, and that was back in Series 24 in January. And while they don't show it in this picture, showing a nice recolor of the Harry Potter 2018 hair and that tan, which previously appeared in Lego Star Wars, they do give that piece from the BTS set in a nice green recolor, so that's a cool inclusion. Other than that, I was like, wait, is that a new cat ears piece? This is like the Summer of Lego cat ear minifigures, but no, that's just the ponytail piece with the cat ear accessory attachment in the middle. Which, let's compare the $130 biggest Lego Friends set of this wave, which is the Heartlake Community Center. This design, again, $130 for 1,513 pieces. And okay, it has a modular design with an odd color scheme, so it's something like the apartment. However, this has an actual substantial interior. Look at how much space each floor has, and it's loaded with details. You also have a gaming setup, which looks a little bit like Mario Kart, that sticker right there. I kind of love what's going on there, but it seems like, is that like the costume shark person? That's kind of hilarious. The design of this second floor right here has some more screens, or sorry, first floor if you're not in the United States. The first floor, or sorry, ground floor if you're not in the United States, is this music setup. And then at the last floor, the third if you're not in the United States, fourth if you are in the United States, has a sewing and artist setup. Looks like it's for designing some teas. At the very top of the roof, we do have a small greenhouse setup, as well as a water tower, which that almost gives me, what is it, the fire station vibes, where they use that big barrel piece. This time this just uses two basket pieces on top of each other, and it really works. And look, there's even a slide to an outdoor pool on the third level. That's pretty awesome. But one thing I find particularly interesting is this $65 community kitchen set, which the design of this gives me some vibes of like downtown Orlando. Now, okay, I kind of wish I had a different color scheme than purple, but it's not terrible because the color scheme is actually consistent through and through, where you do have some little shades of yellow and blue, but the main building is substantial and has a nice interior. The outdoor look of this has a really cool staircase build, and then you have a rooftop eatery. The inside has a very detailed kitchen. But yeah, this set merges with that community center as an extra floor, which that's kind of awesome. And I think all of that together adds for a much more interesting building. But yeesh, if you want that and the community center, that's a total of $195 in the United States. That's pretty pricey. I love getting new food designs. Unfortunately, it seems like a lot of these are stickers, but I do like that sandwich piece. That's pretty cool. So yeah, might get this one, but I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm more likely to get this than the community center, honestly. Next Lego City set I want to cover is this $55 skate park. First off, this is a much better value than that skate park from a few years ago, where this has 454 pieces for $55. Is that a perfect price? No, but the other one was like $40 for under 200 pieces, and it wasn't even like a 4+ set. This design actually looks decent. It's something that reminds me of some classic Tony Hawk Pro Skater, you know, the indoor skate parks, even though this one's outdoor, where they did have a lot of that orange. The design of this has an interesting color scheme, a bit too much lime green. I don't know why, but I'm really starting to not like the use of lime green in these city sets. And the aqua looks out of place. I kind of wish it was just orange, a little bit of black, and then that gray that's more consistent with what you would find at a skate park. But whatever, there's a nice ramp. It's sad because my favorite part of Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Underground, and American Wasteland was making the skate parks, but I still don't even know the terms of the specific, oh, is this a half pipe? Is this a pool or whatever? Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. But I like the builds of the skate things to skate on. Yep, I'm a skate pro, as you can hear. I'm a pro skater. Regardless, I like how there's like a little basketball hoop, like okay, and then there's an indoor part which has a little park bench. It has like a single seat, but I like a little hidden compartment there. Interesting that there are some Technic pin holes as well, so maybe connect this to like a modular building or something. I don't even know. There are some interesting minifigures in this set where I like this guy's graffiti shirt. I like the boombox brick build, but that is a sticker, unfortunately. The hood piece is nice to get in red, though we just got it with Miguel. So overall, this one's okay. I don't love it. I don't hate it. Maybe I'll buy it if I find it on sale. 55 seems a little bit steep, and I like that family house so much better in value and design at $50, which is $5 cheaper than this set. Oh, you wanted a new Demolition site? Too bad, it's 4+. Yep, 235 pieces for $50. I know this set's audience is not for me. You could say that about any of these other sets and just disregard my opinion whatsoever. But, you know, there are some great 4+ sets. For example, I actually like this little riding setup for Friends. This summer 2023 set is $30 for 134 pieces, but it does not even look like a 4+ set from the exterior. If I looked at this, I'm just like, okay, this is a nice riding lesson with a little stable. Because it's 4+, it means there's no stickers, so these are all exclusive prints. I like the little wall setup there, but I really like the spin to win, which is just a cute little play feature. I always like getting a spinning wheel in Lego, where it reminds me of some of those Lego Paradisa arcade sets. So yeah, cute $30 set. However, this Demolition set is a lame $50 set. We haven't gotten a Wrecking Ball in a while or a Tipper from Lego City, and the ones in this set are clearly juniorized. The actual building is nothing. What's interesting though, there's one part that I like in this whole set, and that is the inclusion of this 2x4 print, which is a reference to the apartment that was making me frustrated. Yeah, that's actually kind of cute how it has an in-wave reference. So I guess they're building that apartment in this site, so this is like a prequel to that set. I'll bricks and pieces that unique tile and just say screw the rest of the set because yeah, it's super juniorized when you look at it and not worth the $50. But it's a 4+ set, you know, so what can you do? Now an actual great Lego City set where it doesn't feel like it's regulated by modular design. It doesn't feel like the color scheme is ridiculous, and it's actually a good deal for $20 is this car wash for summer 2023. This is apparently, like I said, $20 for 245 pieces, and this is awesome. I mean, this is honestly one of my favorites of the wave. This might be my second favorite of the entire wave, only second to that house set. The design here has a very modern car wash look where you have the suds at the top, a big flashy logo, and of course you have the classic Lego car wash designs for the interior with those brush pieces as a mechanism to push your car through. At the exit, there's some fans to dry off your car, and you could dump some suds from the very top thanks to a play feature. And look, that pineapple shirt, which I first saw in the classic Land Rover set, apparently that was actually in another Lego City set from this year, appears in this set with the minifigure. And speaking of which, shout out to that Land Rover set, which is one of my favorite sets of summer 2023. That design is apparently $15 exclusive to Lego stores, and I did another video on it recently. Often I feel like a lot of cheaper sets focus too much on the vehicle thrown in with the set, but a car is necessary with this set, and this doesn't feel like it's overpriced for the $20 price. I could see this officially being $25, which would not be bad at all. I think it's still worth $25. If it's $30, okay, a little bit undersized for $30, but I'll still take that value over something like even the skate park, which I think is pretty overpriced. Though not as overpriced as that classic skate park. Now there's a $100 ski and climbing center, which I believe finishes off our generic Lego City sets. The rest are Arctic and undersea sets. Do keep in mind there's another unrevealed $100 Lego City set for summer 2023, which is the passenger plane. But anyways, the ski and climbing center has 1,045 pieces, which is a pretty good value if you ask me. I really adore this set. While the build is great, there's one feature that really wins me over. Again, consistent color scheme. It doesn't feel like it's too regulated to a modular design. I am reminded of that ski resort from a couple years ago for Lego City, but the general design of this has a much more unique approach of giving you the slope going down here, which that's kind of cool. You got somebody motorcycling, you got somebody skiing, you got somebody snowboarding, you even got a tube at the bottom. That's kind of unique. And then we have a rather substantial rock climbing wall. Using some small ugly rock pieces meshed with just regular bricks to have the actual parts to climb on, it's a clever mix that makes for a nice platforming course. I like how the very top even has a pulley set up with an interesting lime green string. That's pretty cool. And the interior has some pretty spacious areas to chill out on the right. But what I didn't notice at first and totally sold me on the set is that this has an elevator. Lego elevators that work are so rare, and this one actually works to be lifted to the top of the slope. Okay, I really love that. It seems like this works with just by a twist of that tire at the very top. That's awesome. But man, Lego Friends brings some competition because Lego Friends also has an amazing $100 set for summer 2023, which is this amusement park for the beach. The design of this I already covered because it was revealed a bit early, so I won't spend too much time here, but I love the little carnival games that this has, and I love the undersea spinning ride they have on the outside top, which apparently has a whole mechanism that controls various parts of the actual adventure park. That's pretty neat. This is actually a total of 1,348 pieces for $100 apparently, which is a better price per piece ratio than that ski slope. For the Arctic Lego City sets, we have this Snowmobile, which is a $10 set. Not much of a draw in the build of the Snowmobile. I mean, it's pretty cool, but it's just something that's been done a billion times before. However, what hasn't been done before is a minifigure style seal and baby seal, which makes this so worth it for the $10 price. It's definitely a set that I would buy just for those two animals, so I'll definitely be picking this one up. Then there's an underwater exploration ship, which is a $30 set. That feels pretty darn overpriced. The two things I like here are once again the animals. There's 4 interesting animals in this set. I love getting an adult sea turtle. That's awesome. That's such a cool design. You get a baby one as well, which is similar to the one that was in the CMF series, just with different colors, so that's cool. We got a new color for the stingray, which I love stingrays, and also a hammerhead shark, which was previously in a cheap underwater set from the last Lego City Underwater Wave. You know, I'm starting to like the set. I love the animal inclusions. The boat, it just doesn't look great from the front. However, from the back, it gives me some Lego Divers boat vibe, so that's pretty cool. This snow plow set and mobile laboratory is ridiculously overpriced. This is an $80 set. Like, what? Everything about this screams $50 at most, but $80 is ridiculous. The snow plow is cool, but I mean, there was a much better $20 one. The mobile laboratory is way too small for $80. At least you get a polar bear, which is neat, and baby polar bears for the first time. Okay, those are adorable. But yeah, just way overpriced. No way I'm buying this. For more sets that are ridiculously overpriced, this is a $100 deep sea exploration set, which I do not like that submarine at all. That looks ugly. It looks like a spaceship underwater or something. It's really gross. However, I do like the little broken shipwreck build at the bottom. That's kind of cool, though it's nothing substantial. I also like the shark variety where you have those smaller ones at the top. And is that the bigger shark design that they used way back in 2009's Brickbeard Bounty? Maybe I'm wrong. I like how they have this play feature to make the sharks swim around. That's kind of cool, but yeah, way overpriced for a build that I really don't care about. If you're wondering the piece count, it's 842 pieces for $100. Oh, and I also like the jellyfish. This is a really cool build. And the last Lego City set for this video, funny enough, merges both the Undersea Explorers and Arctic line. All right, that's kind of clever because those are both sub-themes in this summer 2023 wave. And this is the Arctic Icebreaker remake, as I call it, the Arctic Explorer ship, which is $160 for 815 pieces. You know, those large pieces for the boat and the orca are bumping it up. But yeah, that's the first Lego minifigure orca we've gotten. Actual orca, dang it. And that is beautiful. That piece is amazing. I love that. I just kind of wish they didn't include it in a set that's already overpriced because of this large boat build. I don't really care for the boat build. It doesn't look bad. It's just something that I've gotten before with the Icebreaker set. This set is just way overpriced in my opinion, and the most interesting parts are this orca and one other piece. This helmet piece, which looks so familiar. has it appeared in other sets before? You gotta correct me in the comments, because I can't find it in any sets. But yeah, that looks really neat. I don't recall that in other sets, but it just looks so familiar, like a CMF piece, but in my CMF memory, nothing comes to mind. I also like seeing this one hair piece in red. That's kind of cool. And the beanie hair combo here, which I just noticed also comes in the mobile research base and snowplow set. So yeah, nice hair recolors either way. $160 for a great orca. I'll skip on it, I'm sorry, even with those cool minifigure pieces. Finishing off LEGO Friends, a 4+ beach fun set, which I like the surfboard here, but yeah, this is something that's done better in the big amusement park set. It's also $11, kind of like that Rambi set from Mario, big $11. LEGO's starting to do $11 sets again. There's this cute $11 pancake shop from Friends, which gives us a nice 2x2 pancake print. I just kind of wish they didn't have strawberries on it, because I don't like strawberries on my pancakes, if I had to be honest. This seaplane is whatever to me. It's $20 though. I guess that whale's kind of cute. And then there's this $80 beach rescue ship, which the design of this I actually like more than the ship in that expensive Arctic set, as well as that cheaper underwater exploration set that we just covered. And the design of this does have a slide, so maybe I'm partial to slides because I do love slide inclusions. Then we also have this beach rescue base. Like, sure, this has 376 pieces, but for $50, this looks way more substantial than you would expect. And no, it's not just the slide bringing me in, but I just really like this as just a Coast Guard-esque rescue base. I'm kind of thinking of that platform from all the way back in 2008, which was like a Target exclusive. The only thing I don't like is that otter sign at the top. As much as I love otters, that looks kind of weird. I don't know, that looks out of place. So I would just knock that off and then just display this on the sea. But another fantastic set is this Sports Center for $90 with 832 pieces. This is a lot of fun. It's something that I haven't seen from LEGO City, unless you count that ski slope as a sports center. The interior of this is pretty cool as well, with stuff like a treadmill. Heck, it even has a rock climbing wall, which I like how they used that rigid piece that was used a bit in stuff like Power Miners with a design in blue, which is really interesting. I'm getting some UCF Recreational Center vibes here. We also have this lovely set, which I might actually get. Like, this one I like more than I expected. The $60 Autumn Stable. Again, not a huge fan of stables, but this one knocks out of the park with just a lovely capturing of just autumn as a season. Funny how the character Autumn mirrors fall/autumn, the season, where it just gives me so much cozy October/September vibes with the orange and the lodge-like design it has going on. This would be beautiful to display in LEGO City. And the interior for this is pretty substantially spacious. I like how much they have going on inside there. This is a really cute set. I don't know. Again, I might get that one. Then there's a mobile news unit, which I love the original mobile news unit from LEGO Friends, but this is a really nice vehicle for $30 apparently. This is 446 pieces for $30, which is a great deal. But I really like the story they have going on here. You have a kid protesting the destruction of a forest, which I like LEGO sets that tell a little story, and this one's pretty purposeful. So I like that going on. And then the whole news van design. I like the seating space at the back of the van. Then we also have this bus set, which is pretty darn interesting. This retails for $50, and the design of this looks a little bit too chunky at the front for a bus that I'd like. But I really like the interior where you have enough space for a mobility scooter, and then a little bus stop build is included as well. I mean, this is a vehicle with a lot of standing space, especially for LEGO minifigures. There's also a poly bag of a beach cleanup, which I really like that printed SPF sunblock piece. I like the inclusion of that new leaf piece that was first introduced in Rivendell. And you even get a little otter, and I love her hairpiece too. But yeah, a lot of people diss LEGO Friends for having poor minifigures. Like I said though, I love the hair pieces of LEGO Friends, especially the new ones. And it's not like the LEGO City minifigures are kicking butt either. You could just replace the mini dolls of a LEGO Friends set with minifigures you like. And that's the same thing you could do with the boring minifigures of LEGO City. So if that's holding you back from buying LEGO Friends, you're really missing out on a theme that honestly I think is better than LEGO City at the moment. I think the $50 and less sets for Lego City win this wave, with some standouts like the car wash and the ice cream shop. The house is probably my most wanted set of this video, but I don't think it's objectively the best. I just really am partial to Lego houses, just for my childhood. I do think it's a very strong set though. But I think Friends wins this wave with its sets over $50, where I love that amusement park set, the sports center is cool, and of course the Botanical Gardens is just one of the best summer 2023 sets. The kitchen and autumn stable have great exteriors and interiors. The towers is a very interesting set that has some of the similarities to the downfall of Lego City that I really enjoy executed in this set. I'm not a huge fan of the city center. I really don't like the apartment building to the point where it might not even make my most wanted list, which is so rare for a residential building, especially from Lego City, which I get every single one of them. And the bigger builds of Arctic and the underwater lines just feel very overdone and sometimes just straight up ugly. There's some great pieces, but I'm not going to fork over that much for just a couple pieces. Though with City, I think the ski slope is the only set over $70 that I'll be buying this summer wave. That elevator is awesome, and it is a pretty unique idea. But let me know in the comments, because this was a lot to cover, which one of these is your favorite, and which do you think is better, Lego Friends at the moment or Lego City? Subscribe here for more Lego news and commentary, and I'll see you later. Peace out.